Hello and welcome to the vlog, internet, and YouTube, and anyone else watching this anywhere in the universe. Today's June 15th. It's the first Monday that the kids are out of school. It looks like the house blew up over the weekend. My plan was to get it cleaned up and be set up for this week. However, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face, right? Anyway, today's challenges are to work around the little hooligans and still get stuff done. Actually, I did. You guys are little hooligans. There they are. See, good times. Anyway, catch up on some of the things we didn't do over the weekend, like cleaning up some of the rooms and all the school stuff that got vomited all over the house, and all the projects that got started. And yeah, just get a good, better working environment. Post a couple videos that we haven't posted yet that we've made. Get the week planned for Supernova. We got to be making progress on that still. Update. We got my vision from here onto a piece of paper. I want to put that into electrons and run it through the business coach. Get Nemo updated. Actually, no, Nemo's not the business coach. We probably need a better name for that one. Yeah, figure out summer kid coverage. We have some mediation homework. There's lots of weird little things I would like to get done today just to get set up for the rest of the summer. The challenge is going to be keeping that in reality and not thinking this giant list here is a little bit dreamy. Anyway, want to do all that and get a couple hours in the shop on Wally. So that's it. Fingers crossed. Blinders on as much as possible. And Jesse and Rascal's out. All right. Good morning, Supernova Design Company. Check in. Today is good morning. It's July 17th. Welcome to Supernova Design Company startup vlog. Quick list today. Tasks Expo, Open Expo Workshop. It has been completed. That was a really interesting 2 hours. Tasks back on task. So let's get the workshop done. We got a meeting with Matt at 1. The rest is Wally Racks. Kids are sleeping, so we're going to sneak in there as quick as possible and see if we get some progress made. Also today, challenges. Again, it's still beginning of summer. There's lots of stuff to prep and plan for the summer. Yeah, it's just getting any work done on kitchen racks, focusing on that, keeping the cool, not yelling at the children. Not that that's ever really a problem for me. But yeah, just a lot going on, a lot of little feet in the houses and mouths to feed. So, yep, it's at Supernova Design Company. June 18th, 2026. Morning check-in at 1:45 p.m. We haven't been doing any end of the day stuff. We haven't been doing any recordings for the end of the day or checkups because it has been madhouse. So we're just going over the stuff to do today. We're getting stuff done. All right, June 19th. Getting started today, which is kind of a joke. It is officially 9 p.m. and I'm writing down what I'm going to try and get done today. Don't really know what I did today. Messing with batch files and desktop optimizations and just kind of got lost here at the computer, which happens, I think, yesterday with almost missing the response to the petition and all of what that would have implicated. Just was hard, and today I got off track. So we're going to start this day, or close to the end of this day, still keeping our, we're going to finish this day by starting what we should have done this morning. Focus, tasks, challenges. Focus, in hindsight, we had none. Tasks, what I'm going to try and get done for the rest of the night is get caught up on, I think I have 2 or 3 starts. I've been keeping track of what did get done today, which with the exception of today, but we're about to change that. We'll summarize everything since we haven't made a start, middle, end sequence yet. Today we're going to post the end and get everything posted. And then tomorrow is Saturday. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a rough day. I'll go into it afterwards tomorrow, but involves giving a message to some people I love very much and watching where the chips fall. So anyway, get these videos posted, get everything consolidated, and that's it. So off track, now we're going to get on track. Even if it is 9:03 p.m., that's fine. That's what we do. Get back on track. And we're completing the day. Imagine that. Current time is 9:22. Holy smokes, what did we get done in the last 19 minutes? Let's check it out. What we got done, we cleaned our desk. We scanned some papers that we had laying around. I also sketched an idea for phase 3 of the business, which I think my brain just didn't want to be in reality, so we projected 5 years into the future. Anyway, what I learned, this may be the interesting part if there is such a thing today. Let's see. I learned you need an OS for your life. I'm watching I learned you need an OS, so when times get tough, you got something to stick to. I think that's just partly another name for a habit, but I think what I'm doing here with my goals, projects, and tasks, GBT, that's kind of funny, is a handy thing. Wake up, fill it out, do it. At the end of the day, review, reflect, learn something, and then repeat the next day. That's a nice little structure that I need to work on keeping to, even when shit goes sideways. I think I maybe mentioned this one before. Next is I need a chamfer on the boards where they meet welds. Otherwise, there's a gap there. I'm learning that these kitchen racks I thought would be a lot more mechanical of a assembly. The steel would just fit flat to the flat boards. You make everything nice and pretty. But the welds and bending the metal, there's little slight curves that occur, and having them make these little chamfers. And then if you want there to be no gaps, it's not perfect. Again, this is, I don't know how many iterations of these I'm trying to do so far, but each time I go through and learn, and still not happy with the end results, but it's getting super close to actually show somebody I would try and sell this to. What else? Drill holes for the beams and the brackets at one time. I think I mentioned this, but again, I had problems before getting the holes to align. There's 2 holes at on the wall brackets that are on the corner ones for the Wally and for the La Volta, the big one that will hang from the ceiling, has these curved brackets, and there's 2 holes in each of those. So it's a lot of holes to make a line, and it's drilling wood through steel, and 3 different pieces have to align. So it's kind of a pain. This last time we put them together and drilled through it, and it came out much nicer. But the new challenge is they are all stacked. Before I was using a Forstner bit, which, if you know, it's got a little round part and a little point at the bottom to center it, and so that made the recess nice, and it gave you the center point where I put the pinhole through. But doing the pinholes, that nice little point on the doesn't have a home, so we got to do some tricks. And the problem is we weld the caps on the stainless steel caps on these pins, so those things are very perfectly centered. So we got to get all this centered. Not too big of a deal. It's just figuring out exactly how to do it, and then how to do it repeatably. Catching up takes long. What else do we learn? Catching up takes longer and is harder than to stay on track. We're adapting, we're moving forward, and we're getting this stuff caught up today. So tomorrow we'll start from scratch. All right, June 19th, signing off. Have a good weekend.